Welcome to the Deasy Show. My name is Andrew, and I have a special guest with me today. A friend of the show. We know him, we tolerate him. Kevin.
Hello, guys. This is awkward. No, I don't want to say it's awkward. I mean, like, hi.
Oh, we can make it awkward. Don't worry.
Please.
So, I was just explaining before the show that the listeners, the viewers of this podcast tend to be overwhelmingly from America, probably 2/3 from the USA, 1/3 from Australia. The Australians tend to be a little bit better informed about Bali especially, and Indonesia a little bit more generally, a little bit. But the Americans, it's on the other side of the Pacific. Yes. It's not Paris, France, and they ain't never heard of it. So I thought it'd be fun if I captured a live Indonesian and interrogated it so that we could
capture a live Indonesian
so that we could learn a bit about them. What makes them tick? Episode 2, what's inside them? Okay. So don't be nervous, relax. So you're Kevin, what's your story? Why are you here in Bali? Are you Balinese?
All right, so to answer that question, first of all, I'm going to bring you to my childhood memories.
Excellent.
But it's going to be a little bit far, a bit long.
Well, you're very old, so we've got a lot of history to cover.
So basically back then when I was still in the elementary school, I mean, you know, the energy of kids, especially in the 3rd or 4th grade, I used to have like all of my friends and some of my relatives coming back and forth to Bali.
Ah, okay.
But I always wondering like, what the hell is Bali is? Where the hell is this Bali place, right? I mean, like, I'm from West Sumatra, and it's 2 islands apart from Bali, which is never had in my mind that I never imagined like how this Bali island look like, what is inside it. But based on the story that I always received back then when I was still kids, it's a cool place. There's a lot of bule. I mean, like, there's a lot of, bikinis, and, you know.
I hadn't noticed. But now that you mention it.
I mean, like, it's just make me wonder, like, all right, I think one day I need to go here. But at that moment, it's not working that comes to my mind. So it's just, you know, spend my holidays, just like, you know, like the white people stuff, enjoying the sun, tropical weather and some stuff. And back then, I think mushroom is still legal.
Oh, right.
So, I'm a naughty kid at the moment, so I always want to try.
Okay, so when was that? So you were in grade 3 or 4 of elementary school, and you were fantasizing about going to Bali, hanging out with girls in bikinis, and taking mushroom shakes.
100%. 100%. What can I say?
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. All right, strap yourselves in. We're age 8, and it's going downhill already.
Nah, so the truth is, one of my friend is a surfer instructor.
Okay.
Back then in Padang, my city. So he always mentioned that, all right, if you want to create a lot of money, just be a guide or be the instructor for a surfer. I mean, like, there's a lot of, like you say, a lot of Australian coming here to surf, because that is what Bali is used to be known as, a surf paradise.
Yep.
So back then in my hometown, we have this Mentawai Island. If you know, most of Australians know Mentawai, you know. So basically, it's kind of like it's a paradise for surfer. A lot of international competition held in Mentawai Island.
Would we say Mentawi?
Mentawai.
Yeah, but would we say it wrong? Mentawi?
Yes.
Then yes, I've heard.
That's
I've
pretty
heard
much wrong.
I've heard people say it properly.
Yes.
Mentawi.
Mentawai.
Okay, go on.
So yeah.
Agree to disagree.
There's a thing. So we train first. There's a beach in my, kind of like 10 minutes away from my home. So there's a lot of beginner surfers train there, and they always told me that if I pass this beach the beach name is Pantai Air Manis. If you translate it into English, is the sweet water, sweet water beach.
Yep.
And after we finished that, the first lesson, people go to people go to Bali first.
Okay.
They train more in Bali, and after Bali, they went to Mentawai to get more, the bigger wave and more recognizable stuff. And that is the first reason why I choose Bali.
So in what? By now it's high school or something, and you're surfing on before school or the weekends.
It's in high school for sure. And also like in high school, I don't know if I can say this online, but a lot of my friends told me that if you want to look for a pretty girl and if you want to, drink some alcohol or just party life, come to Bali, like stay for a week or two, and you're going to feel like you're in heaven, especially for the girls and a lot of, that's the second reason.
Okay. All right.
That's the second reason. And the last part probably because I always want to speak in English.
Right.
Back then in my hometown, there's not a lot of community or there are less partner to talk in English. Because, it's just kind of like people still strictly speak in their mother language. In my hometown is Minangese. And we have two language, Minang and Bahasa.
Yep.
So we always talk with that language.
Yep.
And when I try to speak more English, all of my friends or some of my friends gonna pull me down. Like, why the hell are you learning English? Why the hell are you trying to talk in English? I mean, like, you want to be a bully or something? Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of shit.
Why you acting white, homeboy?
Yeah, that's true.
Wow,
like,
okay.
So yeah, it's kind of like that. And Bali is one of the perfect place to have this event like this, to communicate, to practice it again and again. So yeah, that's the third reason. It's supposed to be the first reason.
But you're being unnecessarily honest on the internet. Okay.
Yeah.
I can respect it. Don't know if it's a good idea, but I can respect it. A lot of interesting concepts there. And as I was saying, Indonesia might as well be a different planet.
Yes.
If you're, I've got a client who's a farmer in North Dakota. I've got a bunch in Ohio and stuff. And Indonesia and Bali is just, it's not even on their globe.
Yeah, true.
But a couple of those concepts you were talking about sound so familiar. I'll try to remember them in order. One of them is Bali being like the promised land of fun in the sun. It is almost exactly like what they were describing in the movie Pumping Iron.
Oh, I don't know the movie Pumping Island. They're pumping the island?
Get out. Pumping Iron is a movie made in 1975.
I haven't born yet. 1975. Come on.
The language you're speaking now was made before you were born.
All right.
So, it's a documentary about Arnold Schwarzenegger and a bunch of bodybuilders.
Oh, okay, cool.
And there's his friend is an Italian guy, and he said, well, Sardinian. And he said that back in the day, instead of saying go to hell, the other kids would say go to California because it's just as unlikely.
Okay.
But California back then was this girls' beach surfing. You just have fun. It's like wherever you're from is drudgery and work and normal, and everyone wishes they could go to California.
Okay.
Type thing. So Bali really, and this sort of ties in with one of the theories that I have about Bali, sort of where it fits in a historical context for my people, being the bodybuilding freaks. Bali right now might be the particular spot in California was called Venice Beach. Venice Beach is where all the bodybuilders were, the world famous gyms and the world famous bodybuilders were there in the 70s. I think Bali might be the Venice Beach of the 2020s.
All right,
because the gyms are unbelievable and there are world famous people training in them, and everyone from around the world in that community, either like you, maybe don't want to live there, but they go on holidays there. It's magnetic for those sorts of people.
Agree.
It's where all those girls in the bikinis come from, right? It's this moth to a flame type thing. Yep. And then, like you, like me, many people go, I was just meant to visit, but
we end up here.
Why don't I just stay? Yeah. Why don't I find a way to stay? True. So yeah, quite different people, but a lot of universal concepts coming through already. So what do you do for work then?
What I do for work?
Yeah, so you came here to work in tourism. So you go to California to make it famous in show business, you know? You know, I'll go to California. I'll be an actor or something. Back in the day, I'm using the analogy. Now, you go to Bali to become an influencer. So I assume you're an influencer.
So it's kind of like the same. Like bodybuilders, showbiz, all the thing is happening at the same time, and you saw it earlier in Cali, and now you saw the future of Bali is kind of like that, right?
Yep. And so yeah, people are coming here to be obnoxious influencers, do wanky things like start a podcast, etc. So and the Indonesians, on the other hand, you want to practice your English and you want to make good money, you can work in tourism. So do you work in tourism, or have you?
No.
Okay.
I never work in tourism. And first of all, I never. All right, as I mentioned that before, I used to have the dream like my friends, the surfer guy, told me that if you want to make a great money, come to Bali. Mm-hmm. So I recently found out that money is not the main reason that I came and stay here, to be honest, because the balance between the work life here and also the cultural, and I don't believe in spiritual things, but the energy from this island somehow feel something that is empty inside my heart, inside my body. I don't know if I can say it's spiritual things, then it's spiritual things.
Yep.
So basically, just like what other people say to me, like, we came here to heal something.
Yep.
At the first place that I never tried that sentence.
Yeah, like, people who say that shit.
I will never say that until today.
Yeah.
Also, there's the other word. The second famous word would be, you can't choose to live in Bali, but Bali choose you to stay here, to live here. So, I mean, like, that's bullshit, right?
Right.
As long as you have money, you can stay here. As long as you have a job, you can stay here. But the thing is, the energy from this island helped me a lot. So let's say that during my first week live here, there's a lot of difficulties that I experienced. Like, I don't know where to stay. I don't have any friends. I don't have any vehicle that I have right now. She's just blind. I'm just a blind guy walking towards the Bali street and some stuff, doing nothing. But the magical thing is, somehow I walked to this Tamarag. Can I say brand?
You can say brands.
Oh, I can say brand. So I walked into this park, into this kind of mall in Barawa, and then I met George, Vey, and all of the team, and we started to talk. And then
what, in a mall?
Yeah, so
you bumped into them in a mall.
Yes, Genesis used to be in
Barawa.
In Barawa. So
Barawa.
Yeah.
I reckon it's Barawa. Go on.
Barawa. So yeah, bump into them, talk, smoke some cig, borrow their lighter, and start to talk. And after that, they asked me that, what's your plan here? So basically I said, maybe I just stay for a week, and then after that I'll kind of come back. So I just want to spend my holiday here. And somehow Faye told me that, you want to work here? All right, this is not on the book at the moment, but yeah, sure, why not? And then the next day I met George, and then we do some kind of this interview. Basically like this, with the proper setup, not the formal influence.
Not proper about me.
No, this is a proper setup as well. I mean, like, it's kind of like this. Like, we are having a podcast, but it's the real job interview.
Got it.
So, and then the next day I can work, and now here I am. I never thought that I'm gonna work here for good. So it's kind of like when the island choose you to stay here, they just open the path for you to live and stay. I mean, like, from the financial, from the health, spiritual stuff, and say, I always told Bali always told me that I need to be more grateful as well in my life. Here, I saw that a lot of people come here, and some of them gonna stay like 1 or 2 weeks, and then after that they don't know what are they gonna do unless they're spending their money. They come back again and try to live here again. I mean, like, a lot of my friends told me that you're so lucky you can stay here for almost 3 years now. So they're always wondering, like, how the hell are you able to live here for that long? I mean, like, there's not in your dictionary to stay here. So yeah, a lot of people helping me back then when my bike is still, it in between death or alive. So it's kind of like I always running out of gas. So people in the street, they help me. They give, there's a
Siphon.
no siphon. How you say that in English? When you want to wash your car or wash
a hose.
a hose.
Yep.
So they take out their gasoline from their bike, put it they blew it and put it on a bottle,
Yep.
and they give me the free gasoline to my bike. Yep. I mean, like, what the hell, guys? You're so kind. I mean, like, yeah, people here are so kind as well, and that is why now I believe that if Bali choose you to stay here, then you're gonna stay here for good. So that's the thing. Not just about the money, but it's more into your, the other side of me that say maybe I need to heal something, and now I found the reason why I stay here. So that's
interesting. This got way deeper than I anticipated. So if you're from way out west, that's majority Muslim there in West Sumatra?
Yes,
and
majority
that's the
Muslim.
way you were raised?
No, I'm a Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm a Catholic.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just nodding along because, for two reasons. One, I've heard all these bullshit stories about Mama Bali, and, she chooses you, or if you don't respect Mama Bali, if you don't come right, then she rejects you and stuff. And you go, this is just crap. And I've experienced it. And I've seen it happen to people. And it's really weird because, like you, I'm not a spiritual person. Certainly reject everything woo-woo, crystals, all that crap. Just dismissed out of hand, right? Immediately ignore everyone who says that's the stuff. But then you just see the pattern repeating over and over and over again.
Yes.
In both absurdly good luck for nice, good people, and then just everything goes wrong for other people.
This is what they believe. Karma.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's concentrated, rapid-acting karma.
Yes.
On this island.
Agree.
It's a thing.
It is.
Very
it is a thing.
strange.
It is, and it's scary as well.
It's scary
because that one day, that is why I believe in karma as well. That there's a lot of that people need something to eat, like rice and all of the other. Like oil, maybe noodles, egg, and meat. So one day, there's something coming to my mind, like, what if I share, just kind of like giving back to the community, because what Bali have provided me, and then I try to give something to this, how to say it? So I noticed that this person needs
help.
Eat, need help.
Yep.
And then I went to Indomaret and buy some rice, or I don't know how to say it in English.
Groceries, food.
Some groceries, and I give it to them. 2 days, the money came back 5 times in 2 days. In 2 days, I'll be like, what the hell is going on here?
Yep.
It's so instant. The karma thing is here is so instant.
Severe, rapid-acting karma.
100%.
And that's one little anecdote. Bullshit. It's just a coincidence, but honestly, everyone here has just got a list of these sorts of coincidences that go in both directions.
True.
Yeah.
What is your experience with karma?
Well, like you were saying, I now have a new level of gratitude because every now and then I have to sort of stop. I'm floating in my pool in my house in Bali and just go, what the hell am I doing here?
Can you even float?
All right. No, that's fine. If you want to play, if you want to play prison rules, mate, you want to bring your West Side attitude.
No.
Is that a white flag or a red flag?
White flag.
I'm seeing red. Yes, I can float, you bastard. Now, so I'm floating in my pool in my house in Bali, right in the middle of Canggu, which is actually the capital of the universe.
Yeah.
And it's surreal. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And so we were here before the pandemic. And it wasn't a plan to be here. It was a plan to we're just going to use Mama Bali as a guest house and then do digital nomading. So for the first year and a bit that we were here, we never even had a visa because we were never in the country for more than 29 days. We were always just bouncing around the world like a ping pong ball, a pinball machine, I should say. And Then the pandemic happened. So we got locked down in Bali, trapped in Bali, the best place in the world to be. And then, just all those sorts of things started to happen where you just meet people, and it's about knowing people. You can't Google shit, like, pretty much. You meet someone, and then they go, oh, you're doing everything the hard way. Do it like this. And so, as you say, it's just this series of doors opening for you, and then life gets better and better and better, and then end up on this sort of divergent path to the extent that sort of in the height of COVID, I didn't post on social media about how good life was because I looked at Australia and how bad it was. I felt bad. I'm like, I don't want to rub your noses in it. And so rather than doing that, I'm donating at the food banks and all that sort of stuff. And that all just sort of popped up straight away everywhere because a lot of the Javanese construction workers were stranded. So if you guys don't know, they'll get sort of cheaper labour from Java over to do all the construction, and there's some construction going on in Canggu, just a little bit. And then when the lockdowns happened, these guys are living sort of hand to mouth on a tiny salary. Their job's gone straight away, and either they can't leave the island because of the lockdown requirements, or they don't even have enough money to get the transport to the other side of the island and then the ferry and everything. So they're just overnight homeless and jobless. And so in all these construction sites, they just became little homeless encampments everywhere. But the Balinese are like, okay, well, I guess we've got to look after them. And it is the Balinese people, but are they that different to the other Indonesians in terms of being kind, being charitable, looking after people, etc.? Is there can you notice a meaningful difference here? Because all I've seen in Indonesia is like Jakarta and here. And you can't judge any country by a city like Jakarta because it's just a big, nasty, messy city. Yeah. You know, you don't see the people there. You just see millions of people. It's not the same thing. But a little village vibe, like Canggu was quiet, you know, in 2020, 2021. Yeah. So, you know, we know all our neighbors and the barber and the...
Tattoo shop.
The what?
Tattoo shop?
No. No tattoo shops. But they might know me because everyone seems to. They'll have some dude just go, how many dogs do you have?
How many dogs did you have?
Well, only 2.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes there's 5 dogs in the house. And then I'll ask Beck, how many dogs do we have? 2.
So who's...
Okay. So, you know, that's the official count. But, yeah, that's go for a walk and there'd be 5 dogs with us. It's crazy dog people. Yeah. So... the local chemist and all these people, everybody knows each other. It's a little village, and we're the good bule in the middle of it, sort of politely tolerated, because we try and be respectful and not ruin things, not get in the way. And it's actually, he's loading something up here, because it's actually not that hard. It's actually not that hard to keep Mama Bali happy. Yep. Because pretty much, like going back to what you were saying, hey, you know, you can party, you can do all sorts of interesting things. You can do whatever you want. All you got to do is just don't be a dick and respect the ceremony.
Agree.
If you do that, no one bothers you. You don't have a problem in the world. Like, yeah.
So back to your question.
What was
again.
this?
Back to your question again.
Well, I think you were asking me a question about my karma, and I just rambled off on just talking about being in Bali. But yeah, anyway, I'm just backing you up with the whole. It is special, and the Canggu surfing village. I think I know what you're arcing up about. The Canggu surfing village that used to exist. Does it still exist after? So here's my theory about Canggu, and I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before, but I think it's the world's first place that's created by Instagram. Because during the pandemic, whilst I was keeping kind of quiet on the social media, everybody else was doing the exact opposite. All the bule who were smart enough to stay were going, oh, I got cheap food, I got a great gym, I got great weather, and nobody bothers me, and I'm not locked down, and blah, 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 blah. And so all these people around the world, the bule diaspora, were locked in their houses, in their cities, in Europe, in USA, in Australia, whatever, scrolling Instagram, and all they would see is this influencer's at this cafe and that gym and that beach club and that and they're all in Canggu. Because they were all in Canggu. Because if we left Canggu, it'd go from quiet to ghost town. Nusa Dua, Sanua, Kuta, just shuttered shops for miles, like literally miles of just shuttered shops, dead. But Canggu still had, like all the bule that were there were sort of in Canggu and sort of keeping it on life support and then advertising it via Instagram to everyone else. So when the planes landed, I was shocked. I didn't expect it, but I think I understand now. Everyone got off the plane and went straight to Canggu. Because all of their little holiday to-do lists revolved around the things they'd seen on Instagram, and they're all in Canggu. So Canggu just went from quiet and sleepy and nice to just overnight.
All of the construction.
And then people like you, the old school surfy types, they tend to complain that Canggu's like gone or ruined or it's not the same or whatever. But my contention is it's not ruined. It's just had a million bule chicks in bikinis dumped on it because the underlying village and culture and the people are still there. There's just a bunch of bodybuilders and bikini chicks dumped on top. What do you think?
Totally agree.
Yep.
I mean, like, it is used to be a quiet, like you say, right? Canggu used to be quiet, and I don't know, like how, I don't know. The turn back point is the COVID era when everyone is having their lockdown, and some of the bule that you say they advertise Canggu massively until people around the world want to came here and get the idea that, all right, this is a cool place to live. This is a cheap place to live.
It was.
I know, right? Yeah, right. So I think it's a good idea. Also, it also happened with the Indonesian, to be honest.
Yep.
So the impact of this digital advertising of Canggu came to Indonesian as well. So most people in Jakarta or big other city in Indonesia, they always want to go. Whenever they land to Bali, they're not going to Kuta or Seminyak or Nusa Dua anymore. They went straight to Canggu. Especially there's this coffee shop, Gigi Susu, if you know. A lot of people trying to have their photo taken in there.
Where's that?
It's pretty nearby from here. You know.
Is it on Batu Belong?
It's Batu Belik. Batu Bolong.
Yeah.
It's Batu Bolong.
Right near the Pepito and the Festive?
No, it's more into the...
Oh, way down towards the beach.
Toward the beach.
Oh, yeah. I know that place.
On the left side. It's before the Old Man, far away from
Yes.
Yeah.
A
lot of Indonesians go there, right?
Oh, my God, it's annoying.
And you can see a lot of line there.
So many Indonesians ruining Indonesia for me.
Yeah, 100%. They I don't know if I can say it's FOMO things.
Yeah.
So everyone want to go there, post something on social.
How did that happen?
So there's this influencer post in his IG and it became booming. So all of the people are gonna say, all right, this is a cool place to go. Same thing happened in Sensorium.
So that's like across the road from my house.
Oh, you live nearby Sensorium?
I'm on the original Sensorium.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
moved. They needed a bigger premises.
Yeah.
So across the road from my house, there'd be people just lining up in the sun.
True.
For an hour to get food that is kind of the same as everywhere else. And I'm like, what are you people doing?
It's because of the advisors and, I mean, like, yeah, that's the power of social media that can create this kind of FOMO things in all over us. So that is why people are lined up. Same thing with Copenhagen. A lot of people are lined up as well to get their food taken.
I'll defend Copenhagen because it's really bloody good.
Oh, it's good.
I mean, it's still not worth lining up in the sun for an hour, but the Copenhagen is fantastic.
All right, cool.
It's like it's Bali prices for food, Bali tourist prices. Probably not your prices, but better than the prices that I would pay for food normally, sort of somewhere in the middle. And it's just like eating in Copenhagen, literally. It's amazing. So that one I understand. But there's a few others like those coffee shops and Sensorium where I'm like, this is just marketing. This is just branding.
because back then in 2022 until 2024, this era of coffee shop is happening all around Indonesia.
Yeah, okay, right.
Even back in my hometown, you can see like 10 or 11 coffee shop that just open in a day.
Yep.
I believe Bali have a lot more. So yeah, that's the thing. And there is a thing that changed the landscape of Canggu that you used to know back then when it's still quiet. A lot of people saw that, all right, this is the right opportunity to build this kind of business because it's a hot spot. And that is why it changed during times. So yeah, if I think it's sad, it is sad because when the rain was happening before, like 1 week ago. There's a lot of flooding everywhere. I mean, there's less drainage system that can handle this kind of rain. And since all of the rice field had turned into the concrete field. So there's, it's kind of like making Mama Bali sad. And
You made Mama Bali sad. Yep.
So yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, like it. On the other thing, it's good for the economy.
Yep.
I cannot close my eyes that they help the economy really well. When the area from the quiet area to this busy area, there also might play an important role to give some people money or give some people time to collect their money from that. I think it's always a two side of a blade if you talk about the modernization or something like that. So
Yeah. Okay. I think we agree. Because, like I say, my next door neighbor is the happiest man in the world.
What happened to him?
The grandpa next door. So when he was growing up, he would have seen, when he was a little boy, he would have seen old dudes in their 60s, 70s, and 80s bent over double planting rice, because that's what you were going to do. If you're in Canggu, there's the beach at the end of the road, and then everything else is rice, and you're an old man and you're doing that. But because his family's plots of land, by the time he grew up and then he became the grandpa of the family, his land is on Batu Belong. So now he's worth millions, not of IDR, of any currency you like. Many billion, many tens of billions of IDR. So they say that happiness is the difference between expectation and reality. So his expectation was down here and his reality is up here. And so he now has the freedom to just ride bicycles with his grandkids in the gang and make kites and take them fishing. And he's just smiling. Just life's great. So, and then those kids can go to better schools and they can have more opportunities and, all that stuff. So yes, I agree. It's silly to pretend that infusion of money doesn't do good.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fair because 20 minutes away is another grandpa, but he's not in the middle of Canggu and he's still planting rice, So it's not going to be fair. It's not going to be equitably distributed. But for some people, it's pretty awesome. I guess, can you still surf, or is there just too many people there and Frenchmen getting in fights and stuff?
I think we can still surf, to be honest. I mean, like, it is just as long as they don't buy the beach area. It's just kind of like what happened in Bingin at the moment.
Oh yes, okay. Tell us what happened in Bingin, because most of us don't know. Like even people like me who kind of know, it's very confusing.
So if you want to know, like Bingin is one of the beach in Uluwatu area, and they have already exist for ages, and all of the building there, all of the cafe, the owner is local as well, and then for almost 15 years they have been operated really well, and somehow like this year, like last month I believe,
not long ago,
there's a statement from the government that they want to reconstruct the Bingin beach. A lot of people going sad, a lot of people going mad. I mean, like, after 15 years, why the hell are this happening right now? Where have you been for the past 15 years? Like, is it not good enough again or something? We don't know, right? So yeah, if you saw on the internet right now, it's just a completely waste island, waste beach, if I may say. So they already destroy all of the building. Some of my friends, the foreigner, the bule, they always told me like, how the hell am I going to enjoy being in again? I mean, like, they already took away this, they already do this and this. It's not the same being in anymore. Where the hell did I need to move? But Padang is good. Maybe the other beach like Green Ball is also good. But the icon of this cafe in being in, and the environment, the white beach and all of the cliff there, I mean, like, that's one of the things that they need to keep. Just keep it like that, to be honest. So yeah, it's pretty cool. If you want to search the Bingin beach before and after, you can Google
Before
it.
I haven't done that.
Before and after is pretty good.
BINGIN.
BINGIN.
Yeah, no, that was all very strange, and that was undeveloping that place
100%.
at the same time that Canggu continues to overdevelop, and Canggu isn't even Canggu anymore because in a linguistic sense, because when I say Canggu, I mean Canggu and Pereira and Barawa and everywhere else, because it's just the blob, it's the Bule blob, like we've invaded and we're just everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
As, yes. Send them back. Put them on boats. We don't hear a lot of that. Like, I see, what do they call them? The Indonesian netizens. So there's some cranky people making comments on social media about Bule behaving badly.
Oh, okay.
Because either Bule are behaving more badly, or they're behaving more badly on social media, so you can actually see it, or both. Something's going on. Because, like, Bali used to be pretty much almost exclusively for Australians, of course, the Dutch, and some English, but it was Australians going to Kuta,
Yes.
you know? And so Australia's been sending you their worst people for decades, right? So do you know what a bogan is? You've been around Australians enough long enough?
Yes. Yes.
Don't be nervous.
Can I say Uzis?
Aussies.
Aussies.
Aussies. Not Uzis, that's something quite different.
Aussies.
Yeah, Aussie bogans.
Yep.
We've been sending you our worst people for decades, and all that happens is that taxi drivers put Australian flags on the back of their cars, and they say Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And
Really?
yeah, because like our sort of working class blokes, men, are just like your surfy guys. So they just get along extremely well. So it's like, do you like tattoos? Me too.
Okay.
Do you like Harleys? Me too. Do you like drinking beer on the beach? Oh my God, we're best friends, right? So there's been decades of like just the dumbest and worst sunburnt Australians coming to Bali. Not a problem at all.
True.
2 or 3 years of Russians.
Oh.
There's a very different reaction, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's nervous.
Oh.
What would you like to say about that, Kevin?
Oh my God.
I think we may have had an answer already.
No offense, guys. No offense. So basically, if you're saying that, let's just do it globally.
Don't point the finger at anyone. Okay, cool.
Does tourists ruin Bali or ruin Canggu, right?
Yep.
Let's just say that
That's
way.
the concept, yep.
So basically, if I say, did they do the things? I believe no, because some of the local themselves are doing bad things to this island as well, right? Especially when drive in the street. I always saw people just insanely drive with a high-speed motorbike and just went past through the traffic light when it's still red as well, and they blocking the path when you walk there.
The footpath.
The footpath as
Sidewalk,
well.
footpath.
Yeah. So they drive their bike into that footpath, and it is being followed by the tourists. Because if they saw, let's say I'm a newcomer here in Bali, and I saw the local doing that shit, I mean, like, oh, I think I can do it as well, right? They do it, I can do it as well. So if we don't give them the example of how to live here properly, or we don't not just tell them, I mean, like, it is us, the local, that has the responsibility to show them as the representative of this island how to do things, which one is good and which one is not good. Because I believe everyone have their own idea about good and right and wrong. But if you can have if you can just mention it at front, like, oh, please don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and you yourself, the local, don't do that things as well.
Lots of it all the time.
Yeah.
Very obviously. Yep.
So yeah, it's always two sides, and it's always just some part of the people that do so.
Yep.
So if you say, is all of the bully do that? Some of them are doing so. And the local, some of them are doing that thing as well. So it's fair enough to say that both local and both tourists, somehow they collaborate doing these bad things.
Bad things.
Bad things. So yeah.
Glossing over things
It's
nicely.
true.
Yeah, no, you're right. You taught me to drive dangerously.
When did I?
I mean, the greater you. Right?
Yeah.
This is not a joke. A few weeks ago, while I was asleep, I had a nightmare. You know what the word nightmare means?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Of course.
Well, I don't know what the word for nightmare is in Bahasa. Okay, so
Mimpi buruk.
what?
Bad dream.
Bad dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mimpi buruk.
So I had a bad dream, and the dream was I was riding my motorcycle, but I was in Australia.
This is nightmare.
This is literally a nightmare. This is my subconscious fears playing out while I sleep. Just trying to get somewhere the same way I do in Canggu, but in Australia. And I got pulled over by a cop, and it's like, this is going to be over $10,000 worth of fines. You'll be lucky if you don't go to prison, type thing. Just to demonstrate how different things are. Because Australia's very uptight, very strict, intense about all the rules, about everything all the time.
But the funniest thing is, this loose strictness policy about how to drive a motorbike or a car is not happening the same time in other area of Indonesia. So the police here in Bali is more like, as long as you wear helmet, or sometimes you don't wear any helmet, and it's all good.
A salad bowl.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just different. The police in other area of Indonesia, they're really strict as well.
Right.
So if they saw you without a helmet or without the mirror on your bike, so they can just come straightly to you and do some fine, or if they don't send you straightly to the jail, but you have a
They don't do that in
court
Australia
case.
either. That was just a dream. But
Okay. They send you to this court, and they explain what you do, what is wrong, and this is your fine. So after that it's all good. That's why this is so random. I mean, like, back then in my hometown, I used to worry when my license, the driving license, about to expire, I need to renew it again. But here in Bali, my license has already been dead for 2 years, and I just feel safe. Like, no police gonna come after me and ask, "Where's your license?" So yeah.
We'll edit this part out. Probably.
There's just different.
Smooth criminal Kevin here.
Don't do it, guys. Just joke. So yeah, that's the thing. It's totally different with the other area.
And a lot of the problems. So we've been going back and forth to Denpasar a little bit, and the traffic is just hell. It's terrible, and I think it's worse because of those floods you were talking about the other week. Some of the roads are closed because they're damaged by the water, and they're fixing them. So then everybody gets funneled into smaller and smaller back roads to go the long way to get places. And what we noticed was we're the only white people. So people go, "Oh, there's all this traffic because there's too many bule, too many tourists."
No.
In an hour and a half, I saw 3. It's the infrastructure that the Balinese people have not built for the number of Balinese people who are here.
Yes,
that is the primary problem.
True.
And then, I don't think that.
But the thing is, there's also constantly to it. It's like, especially in Canggu or Praranan, Sese, and some part of Umalas, instead of building a place where the locals can afford, all of the construction is turned into villa and more expensive apartment and some stuff. So that is why all of the locals, especially those from other island like Java, Sumatra, or whatever it is in Indonesia, when they came here, they have a limited budget, right? If they want, let's say like me, I work in Peranan, I stay in Denpasar. If I want to live around this area,
live in Denpasar?
I live in Denpasar. It's 45 minutes from my house to work here.
If there's no traffic.
35.
Oh, shit.
It's still pretty far, but it's all right.
It's more like an hour and a half on a bad day. You must be going at just the right times.
Yes. Back when the flood came, it took me like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty bad. So that's the thing. Instead of they're building an affordable, let's say rent house from these people, they just build massively luxury things. And while they cannot afford to live in this area, they will just send into Denpasar. All of them send into Denpasar. So that is why what happened there.
Right.
All of the people who can't afford to live here, go there. Just
Interesting.
Go there.
Interesting.
In Canggu or in Perennan, to rent a room is about like 2 until 3 mil per month, while in Denpasar you can afford it for 1 mil.
Yep.
So I think that there's a distance right there, and most of them, for those like me or like the boys here, we got paid really well, right? We got paid well, but the other who can't get really well, it's hard for them to live here. So that's why Denpasar is place if you want to find some cheap food, local budget food, so we can go there. If you want to buy food here, it's double the price from the local warung. So yeah. That is why a lot of people are there. So that is why if they're saying this traffic is happening because of a lot of tourists coming here, no,
not exactly.
Not exactly. A lot of tourists coming here means a lot of people want to work here because there's a lot of job opportunity, right?
Yep.
So it happened both ways.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, the unaffordable housing thing and pricing the locals out of where they're from. But as you say, most of the people you see around here aren't locals. They're Indonesians who have come in to the promised land of sunshine and bikinis and other nefarious activities that Kevin gets up to. All the other Indonesians are good. Kevin's the bad one.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So what do we need to do? We need to build like affordable apartment blocks in Barbican or something.
Agree. Instead of just building another tattoo studio, another nail art studio, another gym or spa.
Oh, we need more gyms. Definitely need
more
gyms.
All right. Affordable gym.
Affordable gym.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's talking about gym in Denpasar. There's still a gym that you can rent for you can sign up for 300K per month. Here in Canggu, how much you pay a month? 3 mil?
Less. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to what's the name of my gym? Fitness Plus Canggu. They gave me a crazy good deal. And that's why I'm there. When everybody from the fancy gyms is like, hey, Deasy, haven't seen you for ages. Where are you? I'm like, well, I'm spending 6 times less money on the gym.
That's cool.
Yeah. So basically the same price. Okay. That's what you're talking about.
Oh. We need more space like that, right?
Yeah.
For the locals.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like, all of the gym here in this area, they always provide this spa or recovery space. I don't believe you need that. Agree or not?
I mean, well, hey, you're the bodybuilding professional. Look at you. I can tell you have the expert opinion on what people need to get in shape. Yeah,
but it's true. Right?
No, you're right. It's a lifestyle Instagram thing.
Yeah.
And then because I think let's blame Body Factory. They started it, and because they did it, everybody now copies that model. And now they're starting to outdo each other with bigger and bigger things. Just more cold plunge, more saunas, more pools, more tanning places where you can lie in the sun and specifically be seen by people in the gym.
Yeah.
Like it's the opposite of discreet. I want everyone in the gym to look out the window and see me and, it's
fucking
odd.
NPD.
NPD?
You know NPD?
You mean NPC?
NPD.
Narcissistic personality disorder?
Yes.
Hey! There we go.
There we go.
Yes. NPD and BPD,
NP.
borderline personality disorder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of that, for sure. Yeah, you're catering to NPD, BPD, amongst those bulle, who everything's performative. That they've blurred the lines between reality and social media. Like, I don't think they can tell whether they're in the real world or whether they're on Instagram anymore. They're merging with machines. Like, it's weird. More affordable gyms would be good, because food there is. You can still go to like a warung and get Indonesian food for a reasonable price. Are you saying that even the cheap ones are still twice as expensive as Denpasar?
So one of our favorite place to eat here is kind of like 25 until 30K per meal. While in the Denpasar is kind of like 15K.
Wow.
Or 20K. But the thing is, there's also a cheap place to buy food, like 10K or 15K food here. But I don't know. I have the experience of Bali Belly myself.
Right. Yep.
Even this is the tourist stuff, Bali Belly and some, But I experienced that one, so that makes me try to be more picky about things that I eat.
Yep.
So and I rather spend like 25K, 30K to buy one meal here, and spend the same amount, like 20K or 15K, not the same amount, to 15 until 20K back in Denpasar.
Sure.
To the place that I knew. So
So for those who don't know the exchange rate, he's talking about spending $1.50 to $2 Australian, which is about $1 to $1.30 US, to assure the quality of his food.
Yes, agree. You can get 10K, but
spend a little more, and you get the food quality. Yeah.
Be careful with Bali Belly. It's not good.
Bali Belly's not fun. Okay, we'll probably run out of time.
Really?
You're an interesting chap, but we're on a time budget. So the audience, they've never experienced Indonesia. They know nothing about it, even though it's the fourth biggest country in the world. 5,000 kilometers wide, 17,000 islands, or 14,000, whatever it is, some huge number. Many religions, 270 million people, all kinds of climates. It's a very interesting place. I live here, and I've only been to two places, Bali and Jakarta. These people didn't even know Bali existed. So what's one thing that bule across the world should know about Bali or Indonesia that someone like that probably doesn't know?
Oh, that's a good one. So basically, Indonesia is filled of a lot of tolerance people and filled with people who don't really care about your shit if you're doing bad things or good things. Some of them just gonna, all right, this is you do you, I do me do me. And especially in Bali, you can feel a lot of tolerance that all of the people here give to you. And especially for the island itself, it's so magical, and the energy of this island is so powerful. Even if you say this is a paradise island, I do believe it is a paradise island. Even there's a lot of pro and cons around this landscape. But one thing that you should know about Bali, it is a developed island at the moment, and if you wanna invest your money here or invest your mental health or restore your spiritual things, feel free to come here. And I believe it's the cost to live here is less than the cost to live in around of the Europe, US, probably. I don't know how much you pay rent there, but I do believe it's much higher the cost much higher to live there. And also the last one is, Bali is not just Canggu or Pererenan or around this area. If you wanna go and find natural space or natural habitat of animal, you can go to the north of Bali. It's still green, it's still quiet, it's just perfect. Even for me, I love to go there. And if you like to hike, you can climb into like 10 different mountains here, and one of the most touristy mountain is Mount Batur, and the other one is Mount Agung. And if you wanna go to a quiet beach, you can go into Amet. The surfing there, and not the surfing. You can snorkel.
Yep.
You can snorkel there. The cliff. The you call it? The coral? The
Coral,
coral,
yep.
is still pretty. And if you wanna go a little bit more further, you can go to Menjangan. It's also pretty good. So yeah, but if you wanna enjoy your, if you wanna do a lifestyle, probably Canggu is the best place. Actually, best place. A lot of accommodation, a lot of food, a lot of gym. A lot of tattoo studios, a lot of nail art. I keep mentioning tattoo studios.
Well,
I don't know why.
you know, it's fine. They're everywhere.
But please be safe. Make sure you can drive first before you rent a motorbike. Don't be a stupid guy or stupid woman who jump across the rice field with your bike still on and just feel mud in your head. Don't do that. Learn first before you rent. That's the thing. Yeah, stay safe in the road and please respect the culture. If you a newcomer here, you can search online first. We have Google, we have ChatGPT. Find out first, right? Find out first where to go. What is the rule here? Can I do this or not? Everything is all there. Everything is all provided. It's just the matter of you who wants to respect the culture or not. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like you want to be a good person or not. Mama Bali is a thing here. So if you want to do bad, you can feel the bad thing happen. I don't want to say this, but yeah, just do good. Just do good. Just do good.
Yeah, that's a great summary. I think. I'm a bit annoyed we're running out of time now because you touched on a few things. But yeah, the tolerance of the Balinese people is amazing.
It is.
In that, you know, Canggu's a freak show. There's all manner of weird, different people. It's people who don't fit in their own countries. So they're all misfits, we call them. So every kind of misfit is there. And if you just respect the local culture, don't do anything stupid and piss people off, it's fine. No one hassles you. You can just be anyone you want, do anything you want, and it's great. So thanks for the chat today. I'm sure people learned things. I hope they were entertained.
I hope so.
And until next time, if there's any advice you need, hit the links below. No bullshit coaching and programs. It's all available there. Thanks again, Kevin.
Thank you, Andrew.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih juga.